A severe thunderstorm was reported large hailstones from around 5 p.m. Meanwhile, motorists were stranded on the N1 following heavy downpours. The South African Weather Service warned of partly cloudy skies becoming cloudy with isolated showers and thunder showers for most of Gauteng. Johannesburg is the largest city in South Africa by population. The population of the agglomeration is about 8 million people. It is the capital of the richest province of Gauteng. A sudden and intense hailstorm struck several parts of Johannesburg on Monday evening, blocking highways and damaging gardens, vehicles, car parks, buildings, roads, and other property. South African online newspaper Times Live reported that the hailstones were as big as golf balls. Johannesburg Emergency Management Services spokesperson Robert Mlodzi told NCA TV channel that flash floods from the storm hit some parts of the city, but no injuries or fatalities had been recorded. He added that authorities had provided emergency services to affected families and would remain on high alert to respond to any reported incidents. Forecaster Jacqueline Modica from the South African Weather Service told News 24 that the weather would likely spill over to Tuesday, but with reduced intensity. This unexpected hailstorm tore Midrand apart, leaving a trail of destruction. It is reported that Alexandra had its fair share of destructive weather. Properties and vehicles were damaged by hail measured to the size of a golf ball this evening. Some roads have become no-go areas after they were forcefully blockaded by hail and debris emerging from the destruction. Hailstorm victim, 10-day Bruce Mubewa said, "We just had a very bad hailstorm in Midrand. This is one of the worst I have experienced. For a minute I feared hail would blast through the roofing tiles. It was loud and terrifying. This was a scary experience. Unfortunately, one of my neighbors was stuck in traffic during the hailstorm. He is fine, but his car has some broken windows."
Crazy.
The storm, which hit...
Unusual amounts of hail and heavy rains have hit parts of Johannesburg, causing flooding and damage to property. The storm, which hit shortly after 6 p.m. on Monday, came as a surprise for many motorists as the area experienced predominantly sunny skies over the weekend. Some car owners will have to count the costs of the damages caused to their vehicles. The Johannesburg Emergency Management Services, EMS, had a busy night responding to hailstorm incidents that mostly affected Rosebank, Paulstoff, Midrand, Braamfontein, and Marlborough. A woman who fell into a drain in Soweto was rescued. Flooding incidents were reported in Marlborough. Guests were evacuated after the Southern Sun Hotel in Rosebank sustained partial storm damage on Monday. The roof above the hotel restaurant collapsed under a sudden buildup of ice and water from the storm. The hotel said emergency services were quickly on the scene to secure the area. No serious injuries were reported, and guests were evacuated and relocated to Southern Sun's hotels nearby. The hotel is closed for an evaluation and repair, and affected reservations are being transferred to the group's other hotels, said head of marketing Candy Tothil.
Yep. This is hectic. Oh my gosh, this is hectic. Ay, ay, ay. Look at this.
In Midrand, several cars lost their windscreens when hailstones as big as golf balls pounded unsheltered vehicles. Emergency Services spokesperson Robert Mlodzi said most reports were about damage to vehicles.
Yeah, boy. Look at this, how big it is. Look.
There was an incident of households flooded in Marlborough. We managed to assist families to drain water in the area with the help of the community. There was also one incident in Soweto where a lady fell into a drain. The lady was assisted by our paramedics from the Gauteng EMS and she was transported to a healthcare facility for further medical care. No fatalities or injuries were reported due to the hailstorm. He said emergency services would remain on high alert monitoring the 7 regions in the city of Johannesburg. We urge motorists to exercise caution while driving and residents in low-lying areas. Especially in informal settlements, to avoid crossing rivers or streams and keep children away from those areas so we can prevent further incidents which might occur throughout the day, he said.